We're starting. The recording started.
What is the name of the podcast, by the way?
Well, Andrew's about to introduce it.
Oh, okay.
Hello guys, welcome to the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast. I'm Andrew and I'm joined by Nathan, Sam and Tye. Say hello guys.
Alright,
Should I say hello there to keep on topic?
Oh, General
That's a
Kenobi.
good segue.
Alright,
Quick
as sort of an introduction to our podcast, we will be ranking the Star Wars Skywalker saga. Sam, would you care to start us
I'll
off?
start. Right, so we're doing, first, it'll be opinion, so our favourites top to bottom. And for me, at number one is Revenge of the Sith. I had to think for a second. Revenge of the Sith, by far, is my favourite of the saga, followed by Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, The Phantom Menace, that was a topical one, The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker, Attack of the Clones, and The Last Jedi being at the bottom. So that is my ranking for those.
Do you explain why?
You put Phantom Menace above
So a lot
Force
of
Awakens.
these, because this is just favourites, it's not saying they're the best films.
Because you're a child.
They have a lot of nostalgia behind them. The Phantom Menace, I remember I got it on video way back when. I had it, I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I was one of the kids that actually liked Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, yeah.
I mean, Revenge of the Sith, I don't think it takes a lot of explanation for reasoning B, number one. I just enjoy it.
Because of the politics.
That is why Attack of the Clones is towards the bottom, because of the politics. But Revenge of the Sith, just the action, it's Star Wars, it's war in space. That's really all I can describe. It's got General Grievous in. What more could you want? The Last Jedi, the same as Revenge of the Sith being number one, it's not hard to know why The Last Jedi is my least favourite. I do not like that film. It is a bad film, in many regards.
Is it because you don't like Asians?
No, I have nothing against Kelly Marie Tran,
yeah.
good actress.
Kelly Marie Tran.
Terrible writing. Same with why people give Hayden Christensen. Is it
Christensen.
Why they give him slack?
Christensen.
He's a good actor. It's just terrible writing. That's what it comes down to. That is.
I don't know if I can agree with you on that, because Knives Out is meticulously written.
But Last Jedi isn't.
So it's hard to say Rian Johnson is a bad writer when he wrote one of the best scripts of last year.
The Last Jedi, or was he just the director?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got quite a lot of freedom on it as well.
This actually makes it more shameful.
I feel like it's trying to balance what fans want and what he wanted, and it just made him cock up.
Well, yeah, because wasn't it announced at the time it came out that he was doing his own trilogy?
Yeah, he did get.
It's still rumoured that might happen now.
Along with, because people.
Ty's just joined Rebels.
People aren't sure about the Game of Thrones. They say they walked out, but they apparently might still be doing the trilogy or series.
Ugh.
But yeah.
So just like the current trilogy, it will start great and then end terribly.
It is. Right.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next with their power ranking?
I think Andrew.
Tye, do you care to?
Andrew, you're next.
Alright then. I don't think... I'm not sure how many I can put one above the other, but definitely my favourites are the original trilogy as a whole and Force Awakens.
So that's your top four, yeah?
So all together.
Top four.
Like Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are definitely at the bottom, along with Last Jedi, and then just Revenge of the Sith and Rise of Skywalker are in the middle.
Why? Not Rise of Skywalker, that was obvious.
I don't know.
Why Revenge of the Sith?
I just... It felt
because it has
very
47
dark.
minutes of politics.
Yeah, there's that. It's very dark and just like didn't really feel very Star Warsy, because even when the original trilogy went to some dark places, it was still light-hearted than that. Like Revenge.
That's the exact
Plus, even
opposite
Christmas.
reason why I like it, because I like it because it felt super Star Warsy, like what I imagine Star Wars to be.
It's just that the opening sequence and the end sequence are great, and everything in between is just rubbish.
Yeah.
Plus, there's the obvious fact, you can't watch Revenge of the Sith before you watch the original trilogy, because then it just spoils Empire for you.
Does it?
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does kind of, because they named the kids.
Anakin was Vader.
Yeah, but still, it's still a big plot point. You're like, oh.
Yeah,
but like Luke still doesn't know.
But at the end of 3, they do still call them Luke and Leia, and you know that they're Anakin's kids.
At the same time, if you watched it for the first time, you would learn that Anakin becomes Vader either way. In either franchise you watch, you'd still learn.
Yeah, but it's about learning that he's the father, I think, is Andrew's point.
You still learn it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a better reveal in 5 than we already knew.
Definitely a better reveal in 5. But you got to think about the build-up of him turning from Jedi to the Sith, and how
that only happens in 3.
Yeah, I know. Which is kind of stupid. They should have built it up from the second.
In number 2, it does. It builds it up. For the Sand people, people.
Where I'm coming from with Empire is that it was famous for the Darth Vader twist. So it's just kind of like Revenge of the Sith. If you watch that before the original trilogy, it just kind of like takes the meat out of the reveal.
But then you can say that for most things that reference it, because like even the Gulliver's Travels film reveals it. Something just fell off my
I've seen
head.
a lot of like people reacting. They've never seen it before. They've watched the prequels first, and then it gets to Anakin being Vader, and then having kids, and they're still equally as shocked as when they found out Luke is Vader's son. It's still an equal reveal.
No, I don't know, because when that happens in Revenge of the Sith, I just go, whereas in Empire, you go, oh.
I was annoyed the way I watched the films, because I watched the prequels first, and I would have rather watched the main track, the first one.
I would have preferred to watch the prequels, because I watched in a weird order. But
you'd prefer to watch the prequels?
I'd watch the prequels then. No, not in general.
No,
in order, I'd prefer to watch it 1 to 6 instead of 4 to 1.
I prefer never to watch the prequels again.
That too.
Yeah, I'll just watch 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, just like going into a rewatch, I always go to the original trilogy first.
It's a shame they never made us any sequels to the original trilogy. Just the 3 films.
They did, but they're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, and I feel like that's heading towards a trash fire.
Really?
It's about to incorporate loads of Clone Wars stuff, and for me, the best part about it is that it's after Jedi, and it's just everything is crap. Everything is run down. They introduce Clone Wars stuff, and it's just like, oh.
To be fair, I do really like Force Awakens.
I didn't mind it when it came out. I enjoyed it. It's just the fact that it's attached to the new franchise that...
Let's just say Nathan didn't enjoy it when it came out because he was sat with me and Lewis. And
I hated it when it came out, interestingly. I actually hated it. I actively hated it when it came out. And then I watched it again when it came out on Blu-ray, and I was like, oh no, this is great. Why did I hate this? But I was arguing with people for months.
Saying
it was bad. Yeah, and then I watched it again. I was like,
I watched The Last Jedi in cinemas. I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I still enjoy it. It's just I'm just like, it's these characters.
It's just wasted potential.
Yeah, like when I went to go see Last Jedi in cinemas, I enjoyed it, but then it was only like when I rewatched it after it came out on home video that I thought it was bad.
I do need to watch it again. I haven't watched it in a while. I do need to...
Thank God for Disney Plus. That will be the savior.
It's freaking possible.
Alright then,
I've been watching the
discuss what is next.
Got that in Game Boy Color.
But let's not segue. Okay.
Alright, who's discussing those next?
Nathan?
Nathan.
Oh,
Or
This
should
will
we
be-
go?
are
Should
you
we
ready
go
for-
Tye? Because I
Or do you
think
want me to go
Nathan's will
first?
be the most.
You go for Tye. I think mine's going to be
Yeah.
controversial.
So, the
Yeah,
film at the top
save-
of my
save
list
Nathan's
is
for last.
Return of the Jedi. Shut the fuck up, Andrew. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. Force
That's the film.
Awakens. So third is Force Awakens. Fourth is Attack of the Clones. 5, New Hope. 6, Phantom Menace. 7, Revenge of the Sith. Then Rise of Skywalker. Then Last
Ooh.
Jedi.
I have never heard
I'm your
Attack of the
face right
Clones
now.
that high
Oh,
up.
you've stung
That
Sam.
is interesting.
Mhm.
Please,
I really enjoyed Attack of the
I-
Clones.
the
Because
last
of the
half
Geonosians.
hour, so from the moment they get to Geonosis onwards, yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah,
Before,
I think it's because
Why
that's
it's
the
not good? I wouldn't say
that,
it becomes
that
a
was the
good
first
film.
film I watched. So
that's fair. Yeah,
was like-
yeah.
it's higher up because it's the first and nostalgia comes to
And
that.
because of the Padme outfits.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
doesn't love some Natalie
Why
Portman?
Revenge of the Sith so low?
It's
47
just
minutes
is.
of politics.
Yeah, there's just too much Fennec shit. And
He
you
didn't like the tragedy of Darth Plagueis.
the best part about
That's
Revenge of the Sith was Nathan's edit on gumping him in.
To the younglings.
Ooh,
Nathan's face.
like if you could show
What's he going to do?
It's just like, I never really held Revenge of the Sith in much regard.
Ooh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
I
it's
remember
just-
watching that as a kid and just
It's
being
just
like,
the first 10 minutes and like the last half hour, whatever.
yeah,
They're good.
they're good.
The rest is just rubbish.
Mm.
It's just really
I'll
boring
admit-
conversations
I'll
in black
admit
blue screen corridors.
when I watch it, it is like it's split into thirds. The first third, great. The last third, great. The second third, I could watch it, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm just getting to all the quotes. Like you're just waiting for the next quote in that bit. And then I think from the Hello There, the Grievous fight onwards, that's where it picks up again. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just hello
Tye,
there.
would you care to explain some more of your list?
Return of the
Would
Jedi.
you care to explain more of your list?
Return of the Jedi is just, I don't know. I don't know why it's my favorite. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just great. Thought it was great. Yeah, Force Awakens. I loved it. Other than the kid that I heard say, "Is that Darth Vader?" every time Kylo Ren came on. But that was alright. That was bearable.
What was your lowest one?
Last Jedi.
Right.
Because I actually only
You
watched
also
half of
hate
it.
Asians.
No, I think that's the best part about it.
You think Rose Tico is the best part of the
Yeah,
last?
Because the amount you hate her. The
I
amount
hate her. She's an excellent addition.
Shut the hell
It's
up.
not about destroying the ones you hate,
It's about saving
but
the ones you
saving
love
the ones you love.
by letting them all die.
And that's what's really important. I'm going to slam into you and nearly kill myself and you because
and
I
then
love you.
endanger all of our other friends. Because
Yeah, I'm going to let Leia get hit by this giant laser.
that could have involved a really good redemption arc for you, but no.
Yeah, Last Jedi had some real down
Is that-
moments.
I do think if Finn had died in that moment, it would have been a really great moment.
You do or you don't. I do.
I do,
I was
I do.
waiting for it. I was like, when it happened, I was like, I accept
Yeah, I
this.
was
This
like, oh,
is
this
going to be
is
good.
good.
This is good. And then it didn't happen. I was like,
It's kind of timed so perfectly just to annoy
Yeah.
you. You were like, oh, it's actually going to happen, and then whoop.
he's literally about to hit it. He's about to
They
redeem.
both should have been dead. They both should have
Yeah,
been dead.
That
I'm
crash
just pointing
was.
out.
Or
Horrendous.
even like if Rose had like bumped him out the way and gone in herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
I
have been.
still would have thought that would have been a good
Yeah.
Well,
arc.
what about
That
when
would've
Leia
bumped
was
it up
in the
my
ship
list.
that got
It's
exploded?
the fact that it
Yeah.
basically makes them lose. Like they have hope, and it gets to that point, and they're like, no, No, there it goes. There goes the hope.
Mm.
Causes Luke to die.
Nah, he's alright.
He was bound to die. He's just
rocking about.
And the
Just
problem
rocking
is
around with
I rewatched The Last Jedi before I saw Rise of Skywalker, and I kept seeing like all the scenes you think are good and not as good as you remember. Like the throne room scene, I remember that being like, that's the highlight of the film.
Oh yeah, it's
And
not
I
as good as
rewatched
you
it, and I'm
remember.
like,
Yeah,
wow, this is badly choreographed. It's badly.
it's not badly choreographed.
The
It's not badly shot. It's just kind of
It's
clumsy.
very clumsy and clunky, and there's a lot of things that happen that you can spot a lot of mistakes, and that's the problem. It's not fluid. A lot of like Revenge of the Sith, the Anakin versus Obi-Wan. There's mistakes in it, and there's things like that, but as a whole, it's still a very well. There's less mistakes in the fight, obvious mistakes. There's a few, I'll admit it, but compared to the throne room scene where there's a lot of mistakes in the fight, like the stunt doubles going to hit, they're hitting wrong and they change for no reason, and the disappearing, all of that, it's very clunky. It's that's what I think.
The contemplation on Nathan's face.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just thinking you spoke for so long I forgot it was Tye talking.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, I was pretty much finished. Yeah. But yes, Sam
I guess
did hit a few points that I thought about it. But yeah.
Okay, now for the big reveal, Nathan.
Oh god.
Who's that? Okay. Yeah, sure. So my favourite is the last. No, is 6. My favourite is 6. 6 is great. 6 is the best one. Empire is technically the best one, but 6 is always the one I have the most fun with. So that's literally why I put it at the top. I think the speeders are sick, even though the blue screen is so dodgy. I think the Ewoks are pretty hilarious. I like C-3PO floating up and going, ooh. Classic Star Wars moments. My second is 5, obviously. Empire, technically the best one. Then 4. Then 7. Then 8. Then 3. Then 2. Then 9. Then 1. Although I feel like I might put 9 at the bottom because I just hate it. It's just so disappointing. There were so many moments where I just went, "Oh, this is terrible."
Say again, Andrew?
Maybe when you rewatch it, you'll feel better.
I don't want to rewatch it. That's the thing. I have absolutely no urge to rewatch it.
Just because I think I'm still riding the nostalgia that from the it's the last Star Wars film. Like I'm still on that. Like with Last Jedi, I was like, yeah. And then I rewatched it. I was like, no. I need to do that again.
It's just awful.
It is awful, but I just like some of the shots that are in it. Some of the cinematography I liked really a lot.
But the grabbing of the ship.
Oh yeah, that was just fucking stupid.
The grabbing of when they both grab the ship and then she goes and shoots lightning.
The issue with that scene is that they show the 2 ships. And that's the biggest problem. Like the moment you remember those 2 ships, you're like, oh.
They don't really show the 2 ships.
The bit where they show Chewie going to it, they have the 2 ships next to each other in the shot.
Oh, it's not clear.
I was like, oh, and then one flies off.
I felt they cut like a big part of it, like out of the film, like Palpatine actually coming back, like they completely cut that out of the film.
In that. Why is he old and fat when Ian McDermott is really skinny? Like that's
plus,
the
like,
biggest
didn't
thing.
they reveal like a bunch of stuff about him, like after the film came out, like in like novelizations and that instead of like in the movie?
I think the big thing that's I think the obvious one to be brought up is the Colin Trevorrow? Is it Colin?
Trevorrow script. That's worse.
Really?
Yes. It has the line, "We've lost the Star War."
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never heard
To be
that.
fair, in Rise of Skywalker,
Say again?
My favourite cameo was probably like Jodie Comer's.
She, who?
Oh, from Killing Eve.
Fair enough. Never watched
Just
it.
like, that was very shocking to see her as Rey's mother.
Oh, right. I think probably the best cameo for me was Wedge. His cameo was good. I audibly gasped when it happened. That was...
And obviously Dio,
Oh.
everyone's favourite, JJ Abrams.
I liked that Jeff Garlin had a cameo in Rise of Skywalker, but you couldn't really see him.
Yeah. When I was watching Temple of Doom the other day, there's a cheeky little cameo from Dan Aykroyd. Yeah. When they leave, I can't remember if it's I think it's Hong Kong or Shanghai. When they leave there, he's the guy that lets them get on the cargo plane.
I remember seeing that.
And he's got this weird fake
and
mustache.
George Lucas and Spielberg are in that scene as well. They're in the background. Yes, no, I remember now.
Yeah.
You're in that.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. Is that Dan Aykroyd?
To be fair, though, George Lucas was very bad at that point.
At most points. Him and his neckbeard. Or his anti-neckbeard.
Yeah, you should watch the documentary on Disney Plus, like Empire of Dreams. It basically like chronicles the production of the original Star Wars trilogy.
That Mando documentary was quite good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
I mean, when they show it's a table of Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Taika Waititi, that kind of had me. Anyway, but no, I'll probably give it a watch.
Jon Favreau did an amazing job on Glory, and the rest of the directors.
It took me way too long. It took me like watching videos on The Mandalorian to realise he plays Pre Vizsla in Clone Wars.
Did not
know that. Yeah, he's Pre Vizsla. And then when I went back and watched a few clips, I'm like, oh, he is. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you can tell.
Jon Favreau's
it's very
voice,
nasally, Jon Favreau.
which is quite funny.
I think we've run out of people to rank Star Wars films.
Alright, so we all agree that 6 is the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I will
6
agree
is
with
the
that.
best.
That's
Then
what-
5.
Yeah.
And I think this is where we collide, because I think 4 then.
I could say 4, yeah. To be honest, the original trilogy, I think, will always be the best, because it's the originals. As movies, they'll be the best.
And it goes without saying, obviously, the most recent version with all the additions is the best one.
McClunky. I'll be saying...
Would you like to hear the story of how paintings my graphics teacher did ended up in Aliens?
Yes, please. This is a great story.
I've not heard the story.
Obviously, I would leave names out for copyright reasons. Basically, my graphics teacher she worked at Pinewood, technically, because it was 70s, 80s. She was painting the sets for Superman 3. And on the Aliens Behind the Scenes documentary, you see that to make the miniature settlement on the planet, they had to get loads of rubble. So they'd go out into like the parking lot of Pinewood Studios where they would burn old sets, and they picked up all the trash on the floor and dusted it over the set. So technically, a painting that my graphics teacher did for the background of Superman 3 was burned in the Pinewood parking lot, picked up of ashes, and spread over the Aliens miniature set.
Is she proud of this, or...?
Oh, she's got no idea. So...
I don't know how I would feel if someone was like, yeah, that thing you did appeared in Alien 2.
Your work has been in 2 movies.
It got burnt to be there. I'd be like, oh.
I think it's a spectacular story, because you start by saying, my graphics teacher has art in Aliens, and you go, oh, should you do this side of the ship, or Like one of the backgrounds? Nah, it's just Ash.
Yeah, but then you actually reveal that it was for Superman 3, and everyone
It's just
just
a
hates
crappy
Superman
background
3.
for Superman 3.
It's
And
the
they're like, right, we
exact same
finished
as being
production.
Like, oh, I was an extra in like 1917. You're like, oh yeah, I'm that guy way off in the distance. It's the exact same.
I nearly was. I sent a picture in for that. You did as well, didn't you?
I couldn't because I was
And they were
working.
like, no, you look too depressed, we can't have you.
What? They actually contact you back?
We were going to go with college. College was like, oh, hey, we're going to go. And then it was on the day.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah, I saw Brenton on the BBC News.
They just told me I was too fat.
Oh.
By not replying.
I also applied for Fantastic Beasts 2 for the young Newt Scamander, but I was like a year too old and I was too tall.
I was like young. The other one. I look like a young Johnny Depp.
Grindelwald.
Yeah, Grindelwald. They were looking for like a young Dumbledore as well, weren't they?
Yeah,
something like that.
Young Newt Dumbledore.
That open casting. Yeah. We'll hire anyone. Oh, although we did just hire these 3 actors.
Making inroads in Hollywood.
So are we?
Anyway, I think that's probably been
we
podcast.
haven't ranked all of them.
Oh yeah, we got 6, 5, 4,
yeah,
right?
We got 6, 5, and 4 as the top 3.
No, collective rank, weren't we? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we saying?
All right. So what? So first 6, 5, 4 are first, yeah. Okay. What are we going for? Fourth then.
I think 6, 5, 4, 7.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 7. Force Awakens. I think
Sam looks contrived.
As long as we'll say Revenge of the Sith is 5th. Yeah, we'll do Force Awakens as 4.
Even though it's
as long as it makes the top 5, I'm happy.
Otherwise, Rise of Skywalker be.
What? No.
Rise of Skywalker has to be 6th.
No. That's
no.
the bottom of pretty much all of that list.
That we still have left.
I want to say Clones.
6.
I would have to say.
I guess it has to be. It's kind of at this point, it's kind of the best of the worst.
I would say Phantom Menace. Really?
No. I would say Attack of Clones, then Phantom.
Attack then Phantom. Yeah. Even though I have a shit.
The Attack of Clones is very Phantom Menace.
Attack of the Clones. I prefer Phantom Menace, but yeah, I could go. If everyone else agrees, I love democracy.
Rise of Skywalker or Last
Jedi? Rise of Skywalker.
What's going on?
Last Jedi.
No, I'd say Last Jedi is the second to worst.
Really?
Rise of Skywalker is if you think that the Last Jedi is bad because of wasted potential.
No.
Yeah.
And Last Jedi really takes that to another level.
I'd say put Last Jedi number 8 on the list.
Last Jedi number 8 on the list.
And then Rise of Menace put Last Jedi.
You are
Rise.
Yes, because Phantom Menace being better than Attack of the Clones is insane.
Is 6, 5, 4, 7, 3, 2, 1. I messed that up. Let me just reread that. I just fucking put an extra number in somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 6, 5, 4, 7, 3, 2, 1, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then right at the top is Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home.
Agreed.
3 words for you. Wrath of Khan.
What did you say?
How about I have a suggestion
for
a quick additional ranking. Daniel Craig, James Bond films.
Casino Royale was the best one.
I'm going to have to step out for this because I've never watched them. I'm
Casino
not a fan.
Royale, Skyfall, Quantum of Solace, Spectre.
I prefer the Sam Mendes ones over the other 2.
Ooh.
What one's yours, Nathan?
I'm gonna start a fight. Mine's Casino Royale, Skyfall, Quantum of Solace, Spectre. Yeah, same as you. Casino Royale it has the grit. It has the balls being whipped by the rope.
Which is
Has
both
the intro.
fight
Yeah,
scene
probably the
and
best
intro
song. Smash You for a Sink, mate. Skyfall. It's a bit long, and I never really want to rewatch it just because of the whole villain aspect.
Yeah.
Which is mildly contrived, but Quantum of Solace, I get the problems, but it also, when it came out, I was so hyped for it, and I just loved it. And I played the Wii game a lot. Hell yeah. The action is... I've watched videos about why the action is bad in a few scenes. Like having a car chase between 3 black cars that don't look very different. There's problems like that, but overall, I prefer it to Spectre. I couldn't sit through Spectre.
I've watched the least, Quantum of Solace. I don't remember anything from it. I know I enjoyed it. I just don't remember it. But I know I prefer it to Spectre.
Probably never watched it.
You haven't seen it. I feel like
if
you were to watch it now, it would probably be the worst one. But with the benefit of watching it when it came out and being younger and being excited, it was like, all right, yeah, I like this.
You mean like the Harry Potter
I think it was weird because No Time to Die would have come out in a time where I was really into Bond films again.
Yeah, I think I was on the hype for Bond
when
it came out. Because I was like, okay, it's coming out. The only thing it's going up against is Mulan, so I'm hyped for it. But the problem is now it's coming out at the same time as Godzilla vs Kong.
Unless that gets me back again.
Which, yeah.
I don't know whether to have hopes up for that or not. I like Adam Wingard for the most part. I don't think you'd like him because he did the Death Wish film. No, not Death Wish. Death Note film.
I enjoyed that film.
You like the live action Death Note?
I prefer it to the original series. I couldn't.
That's one of the most controversial things I've ever heard.
I could not get into it. Not that I hate
I'd say have
anime,
moderate expectation.
But I could not get into Death Note. It's just not my thing.
Wow.
William Dafoe as Ryuk is like the standout part from that film, but I can't get in Death Note. It's just not my thing.
No, I've never watched it. I'll be honest, I've never watched the anime.
Style, I don't like the style. Don't like the designs. And I just can't get into the premise. Yeah, it's a good premise. I can't get into it. I know the spoilers.
I just have modest expectations for Godzilla vs Kong.
Now that I know Mecha Godzilla's in it, I'm even more hyped, but also slightly not because I don't know how it's going to
work. Oh, that's cool.
That's the problem.
Well, they're going to team up against him, aren't they?
They're
both going to have mums called Mothra.
I haven't watched Godzilla or Kong.
I thoroughly enjoyed King of the Monsters.
I haven't seen the first Godzilla.
The first Godzilla's alright. It's a tough watch, but when it's one of those... When
it
gets to the last part, like when Godzilla actually appears onwards, yeah, it's Godzilla. It's a Godzilla film. Before that, it's just Bryan Cranston being like, "Oh, radiation."
Well, nothing wrong with Bryan Cranston.
Has that one got Elizabeth Olsen in and Aaron Johnson? Yeah.
And then there's Kong Skull
Island,
which
married people, and then in the next film together they play siblings.
I enjoyed Kong Skull Island because it's literally, hey, imagine.
Kong Skull Island is the best
King
one.
Kong, it's in Vietnam though, with Samuel Jackson.
I want to watch that. Is that on Netflix at all? Does anyone know?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we could talk about that in a future episode or something, maybe.
The new Monsterverse.
I suppose we can.
There are only 3 films.
Yeah, but I don't want to watch.
You don't want to watch King of the Monsters?
I've seen King of the Monsters. I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm not sure I want to watch the first one. I love Bryan Cranston.
It's literally just like waiting for Godzilla to appear, and then Godzilla appears. Yeah. You're like, okay, this is actually really good. Like the fights are good, even though it's mostly focused on the people. The fights are still quite good.
Well, we could do Kong, King of the Monsters, and
Island.
Maybe Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
Those 3.
By Kong, I mean Skull Island.
Yeah. So Kong, Godzilla, Sea of Monsters, and then Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
Those 3.
Yeah,
Is that
and
gonna
then
be-
I don't have to watch Uprising again, which is all
Yeah,
good.
I watched it quite recently as well, actually. So.
I haven't seen any of them, so this is going to be a first for me.
I'd say watch Kong last because
Yeah.
it's the best one. It's the most
It is.
fun. It's like the best example of shut off your brain
And
fun,
it's like
and you don't have
it's
much
a
in the first
decent
place.
kaiju film as well, because it's not like big kaiju film. It's like big monkey man versus slightly huge
Dinosaurs
It's got Tom Hiddleston in, so I don't think I'm going to have much of a
and
problem.
Sam Jackson
and John
Sam-
Goodman.
and Brie Larson, but she's actually withstandable,
Yeah.
likable.
There's a kind of bullshit scene with her, but it's it's good.
But she also wears a tank top the whole film.
Does she actually?
It's basically
yeah.
Lara Croft in the film.
Mm.
And it gets progressively wetter as the film goes on.
What about the live action, the new
Ooh,
Lara
no.
Croft film?
I
Anyone
watched
watch that?
I hated it
Nah, it's rubbish.
because it's
It's a Tomb
it's
Raider
new
film.
Lara Croft, and I played the games. I haven't played Shadow, but I don't like new Lara Croft. It's not Lara Croft.
What, you mean the Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider film?
Is that the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that on Blu-ray.
Not a fan of it. It's basically just here's the first Tomb Raider game, but worse.
I haven't watched it. I just don't
like,
want
here's
to.
the first remake of Tomb Raider.
I mean, Walton Goggins getting kicked in a giant cavern is pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's the only redeeming
But
feature.
otherwise, it's literally they've just taken like the game and just plucked all the interesting elements.
And her dad is Lucifer.
Is he?
Yeah.
What? No, it's Wait, which Lucifer are we talking?
Her dad in the film is Lucifer.
It's not.
Shouldn't be
No, it's
Tom
not Tom
Ellis.
Ellis.
It is.
No, it's the
I'm sure.
other
Let me search
British
this.
guy. What's he in? He's in.
It's the one from Miranda. No, that's the same guy, though,
it's
isn't
a
it?
different British guy.
Yeah,
It's not.
That's
not Tom
Tom-
Ellis.
Oh, it's Dominic
That's it.
West. Okay. They look the same. They look the same.
I mean, they're equally as
Dominic
British.
West
It's
looks
it's
about 10
it's
years
the guy
older.
from Johnny English
That's it.
Reborn.
That's
Armitage,
it.
Oh, him.
Mozambique.
Anyway, I think it's time to call this podcast
They're close.
to an end.
Adjourn this meeting.
Oh, go.
All right, so next week is Detective Pikachu
Yeah.
and the Monsterverse.
Well,
Yes,
it's
Monsterverse
timed pretty
plus
well.
Pacific Rim.
Technically,
What?
it's in it though, isn't it? Because on the slip
Is
covers
it in it?
for
No,
I think
'cause
so.
The Monsterverse is only the Toho movies.
yeah, but like they advertise like when they release the DVDs, they've all got those slip covers for the Monsterverse, and the Pacific Rim films are in
Really?
there. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
I
I
think
think
we
it's
talk
just
about
generally
crossover with
modern
the
kaiju.
Monsterverse.
Okay. I need to. I'm slowly rewatching the actual original '60s Godzillas.
Oh,
The hardest one to find, Mothra. The original Mothra is nowhere online. Literally nowhere online. It's the only film I can't find.
I just want to bring Pele into this. He could probably talk a lot about Godzilla.
Yeah, we have a friend called Pele who's Godzilla mad. He knows everything.
Nice.
Yeah, he knows
I
everything.
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
attempted to be like that, but I just can't. I can't find Mothra.
You should have got the
I should
Criterion.
have.
You would have had them all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it still online? Because I mean, with this following.
I can have a look, but you probably have to ship it, and that'll
Oh, that's true.
be a lot.
Criterion collection.
Godzilla.
Oh,
I think
It's
I'll-
150
I
quid.
have that.
I think on that note, we'll end the episode like
You know what?
right here.
Do you know what? I'm going to get it.
I think that's a good
Okay.
idea.
Sam is about to spend £150 live on the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast.
Is it free shipping?
No,
No.
yeah, free UK shipping, delivery.
Oh,
Whoa.
alright. Does it say pending to customs
Nope,
charge?
free UK EU delivery from $199, but free UK delivery.
Oh, well, there you are.
Awesome.
Spending $149.99 live for the first
Yeah, when you
episode.
spend over 30 quid, you
Next
get.
episode, Tye will spend £300.
Mate, no, I'm waiting for my money to come from
Yeah,
furlough.
that's what I mean. My
And
furlough
Andrew-
is tomorrow, so that's good.
And
And I'm
Andrew is going
unemployed.
to bug out.
You're about to witness this, fellas. You ready?
Ready?
We'll close the podcast on Sam wasting £150.
It's happening.
I gotta go
It's
anyway.
happening.
Oh,
It's happening. Are we ready? Are we ready?
I think we are.
Anyway, okay, Sam will just stop recording whenever. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys
Yeah.
next week.